Well, hello everyone. This is Scott McClennen, the director of the Nurse Witch Komugi series with
Jocelyne Loewen, the voice actor star for Komugi.
And that means that, what, you're playing Komugi here?
Yes.
Well, great. How much fun has this show been?
Oh, it's just been a blast because it's so different from the original Komugi that I played, and she's just been a blast. And she's goofy, and she's silly, and she's bipolar. The best thing that you could want to play as an actor.
That's good. Well, as we go along, we're just going to be enjoying some of the music that's going on and watching the characters and having some little cute anecdotes about some of the characters that are in this show and will be in this show as we go along. We have a little interesting section later on towards the end of the show where you get to be more than bipolar. It's kind of like quintupolar, is that a word?
Yeah, I think you can say that. Anything goes in this show.
That's right, absolutely. Well, let's talk, while the intro's going on, let's talk a little bit about the Nurse Witch Komugi in the show that started this all, which was The Soul Taker.
Mm-hmm.
What did you initially think about being cast as the Nurse Witch in The Soul Taker?
Oh, well, in the Soul Taker episode, it was, the series, it was great because it was a little bit darker, and I hadn't done a lot of dark work before, and they kind of said, well, it's a more mature cartoon, so it was just completely different from anything I've done before. It was kind of soap operatic almost,
Mm-hmm.
and no, I really liked her, and she was evil, too.
Yeah, that's right. You worked for the bad guy. Now, tell me a little bit about what the bad guy was out to do and who that was.
Oh, goodness. I think he was out to create zombies.
Zombies.
I think that's the whole premise. Not zombies, but zombie-like people. And they would sew bits together, very kind of Frankenstein-esque like, I think.
And he was kind of really bizarre, weirdo-looking guy, too, if I remember correctly.
But he still had a human side. She still
I see.
she still respected his genius. And I think that's where it came from, why she worked with him. And I think she was a mutant, too. If I could use that phrase, I think in the original Soul Taker, she was a mutant.
Oh, I didn't know that. And now we've finished we're sitting here just yakking away, and we're not paying much attention to what's going on. But here is my good friend Jim McClennen playing the part of the fanboy that wrote a song. What do you think about, have you had any experience with any fanboys?
None.
None?
Unfortunately, where are all of you? Hello? No, I haven't. I've had one fan letter, but I don't have a website or anything like that.
Well, and
you wouldn't even know where to get a hold of me.
I think that that's true, and that's probably a safe thing if I know fanboys. But I will say this, and from doing my research on this show, you do have many, many fans out there in the world.
That's lovely. It makes me feel very.
Which, well, you should. You did a very good job. No, I don't mean that, but you did a very good job on the Soul Taker, and part of the reason that you did such a great job is the reason that I, who usually work in Houston, have come all the way across the country to Vancouver to record Komugi.
Wow. I'm flattered.
Well, we have certainly enjoyed our time here.
I could handle Houston sunshine, though.
Yeah, it's kind of warm, kind of humid. What are some of the other roles that you've played?
Some of the other roles I've played. One of the first roles I ever did was Merle for Vision of Escaflowne. And that was a popular series, and they actually did a movie of that, too, in the end. And it was a feature that was...
Animated?
Yeah, anime. And she was tons of fun, too. She was a sidekick, and she was comic relief.
Oh, okay.
So
you seem to have a lot of comic timing, and that's good. That really plays in a lot with this one. Which one of the funny things that we're actually watching right here is seeing these other characters that were from the Soul Taker that were very dark and mean and spooky, and all of a sudden they have completely turned them around, turned Yui, Shiro, and turned them into just total comic relief characters in this particular thing.
Oh, completely different, and I love the spin that they've done on it, that they're idols. So it's kind of like a framed literature, so they could have been starring in The Soul Taker, so it's this whole other life that they have going on beyond it, so it fits. It's polar opposites, but it still fits.
Right, and it is kind of funny and I have watched some Soul Taker episodes and seen how dark and mysterious everything is, and it's working with the actors doing Yui and Shiro, they were just kind of taken aback at first because they walked into the studio thinking, okay, I'm going to be very dark. And then all of a sudden they're doing things like what Yui is doing right now with a head that is 6 times the regular size and screaming. But it's been just a blast. And I think so far everybody that's worked on this has certainly had a good time doing their work. Not to mention the people in Houston as well. We have just had a barrel of laughs doing this show.
Oh, I agree. They're hilarious.
And here's Runa, played by Cynthia Martinez, who is a Puerto Rican girl. And she does a very nice, very soft, tiny voice. But if you get her yelling and screaming, the Puerto Rican, Mexican, and Southern all comes out. And it kind of gets a little regionalized there. But so tell me, what did you do special to create Komugi, the character of Komugi?
It was very easy. I remember when I did the audition, she was swimming on a whale. And it was so weird that she was doing a backstroke on a whale. And this doctor's all, mysterious and dark. And I'd already read the script, so I kind of knew what was going on. But to audition that, you thought, what is going on here? Why? She's swimming on a beach dead whale. And it was just so surreal, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have fun with this. And then slowly there was just the comic relief, and I just built it on that, but I still played it for real instead of zany comic relief, which a lot of the anime, sometimes you could do that crazy, nonsensical. And Komugi was real comic relief.
And, I hear you talking in regular conversation, and Komugi is not a whole lot different than Jocelyne, I think.
No.
Jocelyne's pretty wild and crazy and fun and quirky.
Yeah. It's my natural voice is very low. I don't have to do a lot, which is, you get very fortunate because then I can do all sorts of things. And it was great with Komugi because I get to play more of my natural voice in the Soul Taker, and it's not crazy and higher pitched and. Right.
You're talking about Soul Taker was higher pitched than this?
The Nurse Witch, Komugi was a little bit more, but the Soul Taker was great because I got to use a little bit more of my normal voice. But compared to of other animes that I've done too, where it's kind of like.
Well, you definitely have a great voice for anime, and I've been told I've got a great face for radio.
That's not true.
So, I don't know how's it been doing an ADV project? Anything stand out for you working with ADV?
Oh, well, just the pacing and the freedom that you give the actors. It's just wonderful. I mean, you said on the outset that our input is very important, and you just always appreciate that as an actor because you feel like, well, you just can't fail, and you risk, and you get to do all sorts of things, and you don't feel like you've got some schedule. It's like, well, no, I didn't like that. I wanted you to do it this way. There's more choice.
Well, and that's a real strong feeling I have. It's that you're not here because somebody saw you on the street and said, "Hey, get in here." You got here because of some of your hard work and training and abilities. Same with Mr. Ryan, the engineer.
Mr. Ryan.
He is not here because he's just some schlep off the street. He has great abilities. And myself, I don't want to come into a thing and dominate because I'm not the only person with abilities here, and it's all a collaboration.
Yeah, no, Ryan's great. He saved my ass plenty of times and made me look really good.
Can you say ass on a commentary?
If I can say ass in a cartoon, I should be able to say it in a commentary.
I guess you can. I guess we're not dealing with the 8-year-old crowd right now.
Oh, well, no, not without. Did you see that last shot with the 2 well-placed ears or whatever from
Yes.
Mugimaro? It's like,
Right.
okay, there we go.
Mugimaro, by the way, is played by Lucy Christian. We had a lot of trouble, not trouble, but we had a lot of fun doing the auditions for Mugimaro because of such a strange voice that we ended up taking a girl's voice and electronically making magic happen to it to make it sound like it does, and it's been a lot of fun. The one thing that I have really enjoyed about this cartoon is that it doesn't worry about poking a little fun at itself and its genre. And that's been a lot of fun because they were getting ready to come up to a section of this that is just a barb at anime itself, which is a lot of fun. They also take barbs at the fanboys, which is a pretty big part of this episode coming up. And you said you haven't met the fanboys, huh?
No, I haven't.
Well, you need to go to some of the conventions or a convention, and that might cure you right there.
Well, I could do it. I could do it for an hour. Have my hour of fame, I suppose. But as long as they don't ask me to sing.
Okay.
Because if they do, they'll get a rude awakening.
You were a little worried about this director coming up from Houston to record you, thinking you were going to have to do all this singing that Komugi does.
I thought, oh goodness, I hope that they have backup singers and an electronic mic and.
Well, we had a good time letting you sweat on that, but we knew all along that we weren't going to because the Japanese did not provide us with only music. All of the singing is married with the music. So.
Oh, and it's just so wonderful to hear it in the original Japanese.
Yeah, and you heard a little bit earlier of one of the music videos, which is in episode 2.5, also on this DVD. The girl's voice in Japanese is really unique sounding.
Oh, yeah. I would love to ask her if that was her real voice.
I would love to ask her that, too.
Yeah. Oh, here I am changing. Now, I think this is a spoof on Sailor Moon. I might be wrong on that, but...
You may be right. I think that is very much the double image thing. Is that what you're talking about?
And the twirling with the wand.
Okay.
I think I've seen every episode of Sailor Moon.
Have you?
Yes, and I actually dressed up as one of the characters for Halloween because my best friend's little girl wanted to be Sailor Moon, and we had to go as her posse.
Ah, and so you are familiar with cosplay, which lends itself very well to the Nurse Witch because she is a cosplay idol.
Every girl wants to wear wings at least once in her life.
This particular section of the cartoon is really, really funny.
This is fun.
And you out there that are watching this realize that, of course, we work off of written scripts. What you're hearing right now, or what you just got through hearing, encompasses 3 solid pages of text that we electronically sped up which normally what is 3 pages of text? That's like 6 minutes or 4 minutes or something, and we sped it up to make it all happen in 20 seconds. So, but we actually did read every single one of those words and actually sped it up all the way.
Oh, here, see, she doesn't like not getting attention.
No, and look at the fanboys.
See?
Yahoo! Did you see her head grow?
Yeah. If I ever meet my fanboys, that pose will definitely not be part of the repertoire.
Oh.
I'm sorry, boys. No.
Okay,
I don't know if
that would be a good pose. I think that's the stock anime fanboy attracting pose right there.
Okay,
so.
you've talked me into it, Scott. I'll work on it.
All right. Well, I've got some connections with a couple of the conventions, so you may be doing that pose sooner than you thought. No.
And now we're with Shiro. Shiro was really kind of dark and nasty to me in the last one, but we
Right.
were kind of unspoken allies in Soul Taker. And it's nice to see him as my main dude in this one.
Yeah, and he's got a few quirky moments in this one as well. Now, what was in Soul Taker? What was the turning point of when you turned from working for the bad guy to helping Kyosuke?
Oh, I think it was just all Kyosuke. I think eventually I saw his heart and how kind he was. I think that's what it was. I think it was the
so it
third
wasn't-
episode into it. The third episode, I turned good and I became an ally of Kyosuke and his mission.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't a big point that you just made a spot decision. It was something that evolved.
Yeah, it was something.
I
I think
see.
I at one point I had just seen how kind he was, and it's not like I ditched the doctor. I think it was just kind of I had to be with this man because I fell in love with him.
Oh, and you are still in love with Kyosuke. in this episode.
Oh, she is.
Ooh, big. Now, this is one of my favorite pieces
right.
in this cartoon, and especially since I have just come off of a project called Gravion, which is all about a giant mech robot that joins up with other flying ships. It's like a big transformer. And oh my gosh, they are making such fun of the show that I just got through doing, I think.
I love that robot. Remember you directed me to say that line, robotic? I think it works.
Oh, that one right there? Yeah, that was the whole thing. It was like, don't call me flat chest. And this is the hentai barb where the tentacles are grabbing Koyori, but she emerges as a great superhero. Now we're coming up on one of my favorite pieces of work that you did in this series, where Komugi, of course, being a cosplay idol, uses that talent to thwart magical maid Koyori's attempts at infecting the world. After a little bit of screaming. Okay?
Gotta get the screaming in.
Right. And the great syringe that you surf all over the world on, which I think is just a cool. I'd love to pull up in front of a nightclub in Houston on one of those. That'd be cool.
I wouldn't mind pulling up to Houston with a magical wand.
Right.
That I could spread the love.
We have a few people that walk around in Houston with magical wands, but they don't work like they think they do. So
Yeah, it was fun. I like the whole riding the syringe.
it was fun.
Because that was her weapon in the Soul Taker was she had chains and syringes, I think.
Right. Now here we're coming up on, and I need to explain really quick, and I love the look on your face and the laugh that you put on this was just perfect, right there, just matched. Well, this is part of Komugi's imagination turning into a weapon against Koyori, and this is also a 1970s anime cartoon called Gotcha Man. And Komugi plays all of the characters in this little miniature cartoon. So, but
Luckily, I didn't have to be perfect.
Oh, it was perfect.
Well, I mean like perfect voice match of a man and...
Oh, no, I think the whole idea is that Komugi's a cosplay idol. They had neat toys, though, huh?
Yes, it's great animation.
Yeah, fun stuff.
And then I was
You were what?
gonna say what character I like the Nimbu character, the best one.
The English one.
Yes.
Well, we
the
haven't
English
seen
one.
that one yet, and it's coming
It's
up.
coming up.
But yeah, that was fun, just to kind of play with all the little voices that are running around in your head. Now, was that hard to come up with 6 different sounding voices?
Yeah, it was, especially because they had to be male.
That's right. Most of them. I
Most
think
of
there
them
was
were
one of them.
right.
Yeah, that was fun.
But it makes me laugh. This.
Oh, it was so funny. And we watched all of this right after recording it, and it sure was fun. We had a good time with it.
It's just so
It seemed
hammy.
it seemed a lot longer of a segment than it really was because we went through the same segment 6 times. And for you out there that don't really understand what's going on, we multi-tracked all this. So while we were listening to it, we would add all of her different voices on separate tracks. So it took a while to get through this short segment, but it sure was a lot of fun, and I think it paid off with the work that we put into it.
Yeah, it was fun to do that crazy guy. That really helped with the voice, though. Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
Him in the background.
Yeah, he was fun.
Yeah, the animators really help you a lot with your voices sometimes, because you don't really know what direction it should go in, and then just the physicality that they give them. It's like, there, that's it.
Right. And that's kind of one of the boxes that you as actors have to work out of, is there's no pre-layment in these shows. Mm-hmm. And so the only thing that you are able to offer to it is your voice. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of technique involved in adding enough oomph behind something to make it, ring through from somebody else's face.
You're right.
So yeah, and that's one of the things that I like to do periodically, is if there's a particular type of reaction that I'm looking for, I'm certainly no actor. I can't say, well, do it this way. A lot of times the Japanese are a very good source of information for that. And so we watch it in Japanese, and then you kind of get a sense of where they're going with it, and that gives you a little bit to work off of. Well, now everybody's waking up. She has gotten rid of the viruses and healed everybody with her charming medical shower.
I love that. Charming medical shower.
Right, and then the fair's over. And I think all these people are walking out not knowing that anything happened.
Yeah.
What do you think I should do next? No more, Moogie.
Oh, right, and she's oblivious, not realizing that she's supposed to be somewhere.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's right. As usual, she's in the wrong place at the wrong time, and here's Shiro.
You always manage to prepare an interesting end to the day for me, Komugi.
Wow, Shiro, that shadow on your face really
That's cute.
suits
And yeah, it was funny because Trevor was able to tap in on some of the anger that Shiro always had in the Soul Taker. It was all directed, unfortunately, at Komugi. Now here, Koyori, this is a perfect example of Koyori not knowing that she is magical maid Koyori, because she wakes up and she's sticking off of a spike on some huge
In the middle
sphere.
of nowhere.
Yeah.
Maybe a little Empire Strikes Back
Right.
jab on that one.
And she's like wondering where she got from. Now, on this credit song, Mugimaru dances the whole way through. This is also sung by the same actress that in original Japanese did Komugi, and also sings the opening song. And it's really neat. I don't know if we have a very low volume right now, but this is all salsa.
Oh, that's why he's got the maracas.
Right, it's kind of like a punk salsa piece, and it's a lot of fun.
Such a cute little bunny. I don't know why I don't like him that very much. Komugi.
Mugimaru.
Mugimaru. Yeah, but Komugi doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Well, it's, she's a 17-year-old girl is a little bit worried about how guys are going to look at him. And, of course, Mugimaru is a perv. And so, so I don't think she's as much doesn't like him as much as she just gets a little disgusted with his attitude. Yeah. And speaking of attitude, my attitude is like, we're pretty well done. So I'd like to thank you, Jocelyne, for a wonderful 3 days of work. And got anything you want to say to the fans before we get out?
Oh, thank you, and just keep watching, and thank you for watching the program, and
Bye.